What's going on, awesome people? A happy Friday to you. Good morning to you, wherever you are in the world. It's Friday, June 23rd, and this is another episode of Awesome People Instagram Live. Am I on the right Instagram? Okay, wow. Whew. For a second, I thought I was under Exclusive Entertainment's Instagram. Anyways, Durud Bashawa, this is Iman Hushman, and as I mentioned, this is the Awesome People Instagram Live series, a series that is dedicated to putting a spotlight on the most awesome Iranians that I know, but also recently, because there's some awesome non-Iranians that are helping out with the July 3rd Azadi Festival. It's basically awesome people no matter where they're from. So a couple weeks ago, I started doing these IG lives to recognize all the incredible ambassadors, sponsors, vendors, performers, participants of the July 3rd Azadi Festival. And I hope that you've enjoyed getting to know some of these really cool people that have been putting their heart, their time, their effort into making sure that this event is a great event for the entire community, both locally as well as globally, because the entire 12-hour festival is being live streamed. So there's no excuse for you to be a part of this or not be a part of it. We'd love to have you either in person at Tyson's in Ship Garden or at least virtually. And the live stream itself is going to be produced very nicely. We got cranes, we got multiple cameras, we got an incredible stage. And of course, it's going to be full of a lot of talented people, a lot of humanitarians, a lot of activists. Some of the biggest hearts and the most talented people that you can think of are going to be together on Monday, July 3rd in DC, just right outside of DC. And this program is really nothing without the people that support it. And one group of people that are supporting it are vendors, because we're having an Iranian bazaar. So the idea is to bring as much of Iran into Azadi Festival until we go to Tehran and actually do Azadi Festival there. We're bringing Iran over here. And so we're having Iranian dances, Iranian food, we're having Iranian poetry, Iranian music. So much of Iranianness is going to be there. Our culture is going to be represented. The people are going to be there from all different parts of Iran. And non-Iranians are going to be there to learn more about our culture and just kind of see what it's all about, this ultimate Iranian experience. And one group of people, it's the vendors, because we're having this bazaar. And so now I have the pleasure of introducing to you one of the vendors that we're having. It is Saeideh Gilani. She is the owner and founder of Gilani Design. And I'm just going to start by giving a little bio, but then I'll have her do her own bio. She is a highly skilled and accomplished textile designer, artist, and entrepreneur with a passion for creativity and a strong background in art research. She has made significant contributions to the field of surface imaging at Philadelphia University. Throughout her career, Saeideh has had the opportunity to work with various design companies, honing her skills and gaining valuable experiences along the way. She founded her own design company, Gilani Design, which is based in the DC area. And as the founder and creative force behind the company, Saeideh brings her unique vision and talent to every project she undertakes. Her artistic style is characterized by a harmonious blend of traditional and contemporary elements, resulting in visually captivating designs that resonate with a wide range of audiences. Her deep understanding of color theory, texture, and composition allows her to create designs that evoke emotions and tell compelling stories. So she's a storyteller, she's an artist, she's an Iran lover, she's a supporter of Azadi Festival. I mean, if this is not an awesome person, I don't know who is. So let's bring her on, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get to know her together. Without any further ado, Saeideh Gilani. Almost there.
Hello.
Durud bar shoma. Oh, there you go.
Hi.
How are
Thank
you?
you. How are you? I'm
Wonderful.
good, good. Thank you. Very nice to meet you,
Li-
Imanjan, after a while.
Likewise, yeah, this is the first time, and although we always prefer in person, we'll take virtual for now, and then we'll see each other in person on July 3rd. I hope you're having a wonderful Friday so far.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me and enjoying me for the Festival
Of
Azadi.
course.
Sorry, I just
Of course, we're delighted to have you a part of the program. So, for anybody who doesn't know Saeideh Gilani, for example, myself, can you give us a little bit of background about yourself? Where were you born? Where were you raised? how did you get into the world of beautiful design that led to eventually Gilani Design?
Yeah, thank you so much. As you mentioned, previous one, I graduated in textile design in Iran in Shariat University, and also I get a master in art research in Elm Farhang University in Tehran. And after that, I make a decision to immigrant to the US and start a new program in the surface imaging in Philadelphia University. And I have a couple of experience working in companies related to this major. And then I moved to the Maryland. And after the COVID happened, and I think about it's a good time that I start my brand and whatever that I really like to design it. So I think maybe the best part, maybe I really like to work on that, is men fashions, and I really like to design on the ties, because I believe that tie is really like the canvas, like a canvas painting. So because I have a painting and designing background as well, so I start designing the ties, but not printing on the ties. I started drawing and painting on the tie by my hand. All of the products are one of one. So all design are unique, and so if you have one of the ties, this is only that one that you have. So there's no repeating, no anything, no more than one tie. So all of the ties are unique for each person that choose that. And so one of my friends suggested the Azadi Festival to me. That is a very great opportunity for Iranian vendor, designer, or have a person that have a business or whatever, that I can have a chance to show my products and collaboration with other Iranian in this festival. So I just jumped in it and and talk with you. And yes,
I love it. I was just telling our whole group of ambassadors in the group chat, I was like, the reason why I love these vendors is because, you know, it's the first time event, you know, and anybody that decides to be a vendor for a first time event, that's like a true believer in the event, you know, like there was something about Azadi Festival that you were like, it's not just I want to sell these ties, it's I want to be a part of something. So we want to say thank you for believing in the concept of Azadi Festival and helping make it amazing and make it beautiful with your really cool design. So how many years ago did you start Gilani Design and start making your first tie that you made available for sale? When did that start?
honestly, I started designing for 2 years ago, but my first tie that was ready for the design was ready and ready for the sale, that was last year. Yes,
So it's very,
I starting the last year.
so it's very, very, very new. And how has the reaction been? How have people responded to these unique ties?
Actually, honestly, I just started the marketing and selling just a couple months ago, and most of my friends and family and the other people that see my ties, they really like that. They really believe that it's very unique and very new in the something new that this is never happened in the ties. Designing or something that like this, especially in the Iranian market or Iranian designing part.
Yeah.
So I think maybe it's a good thing for me at least. And yeah, I really like to do something different, something unique in the between our the country and people that we have. So I think this is good.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
listen, we're as Iranian entrepreneurs, we all want to do something unique and different. So it's in our blood to want to do that.
I think this is a good thing, and I hope that I can be successful in the Iranian designer as well. And I see a lot of famous Iranian designer like Amir. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah.
He's very talented and he's very
Bahaduri.
supporter. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Actually, Amirjan was a sponsor of one of our events about 10 years ago in Beverly Hills. He was very generous and makes beautiful
Yeah,
design. He's like a second generation of like Bijan. I feel like Bijan was a trailblazer
yeah.
in creating this type of stuff, and then he made his own unique ones. Um, and so, yes, for sure. But so this is great. So you have these ties going on, and I know you say that for Iranians, but I feel like non-Iranians, they love this aspect too. So what has the response of non-Iranians been to your tie? Like I know it's very fresh, it's very new, it's only a few months, but in general, is there like a balance of non-Iranians, or is it mostly Iranians that are enjoying these ties?
No, I'm not just focusing on the Iranian community. Any people in all over the world, American people, European and Middle Eastern people who have a connection with the my design that I really appreciate it. But yeah, but right now I think maybe I just start with the small circle around myself, and after that I growing this circle with the non-Iranian people. But I have couple friends that these are not they are not Iranian, and they're really connection with some design. As you know, most of the people who's not Iranian, they really love the designing with very minimalist and very not very full of the colors and design, so they prefer this kind of
Yeah,
design.
and I noticed on your Instagram that you make cufflinks. So you have ties and you have cufflinks.
Couples, yeah.
Is that pretty much all that you have right now as far as what you offer? Is it these two things?
Yeah, I just focus on these two products because all of these products are handmade. All cufflinks are handmade as well. There's no factory or mass production, and one of my and I make it with the hand, and all the production process is handmade. So because of that, I myself prefer focus on the quality instead of the quantity. So yeah,
Love it.
and the design is very important to me.
Love it. And I mean, again, it's the Iranian part of us to make sure quality is good, you know? And so, why did you decide to go I guess you kind of answered the question. I was going to ask, why did you go the route of one? But I guess for you, it's so important that it's your own work and it's quality, and, you know, it's like almost like an art piece for you and not just a
Yes.
product. Is that correct? Is that what the reasoning was?
Exactly. Yes, exactly. 100% you're correct. So because we have a lots of products that you can find in the mass production, in the fast fashion design. So if I think if I want to do something different, that is best that focus on the design, focus on the quality, focus on the not lots of products, because the numbers is not important, but the quality for me is more important. I work on my art part of my mentality, not on the business part. Unfortunately, it's a little
like
bit hard.
like a true artist, like a true
Yeah.
artist, you know. So my question to you is, usually one of one is like a higher price point. What is the price range for your ties and your cufflinks? Is there a big range, or is it just, you know, I'm kind of getting an idea of what the price point is.
No, there's no big range, but a little bit different, because based on the how many times that I work on the ties and how many complicated, because in some ties that I work in layer on layer, so I have to design on that, wash that, stay on that, that is drying, and again do it another layer. So it's for making one tie, maybe it takes 1 day or 2 days, or maybe for the other tie that is just I'm drawing on that, just takes couple hours, 6-7 hours during the day. So it depends on how many times that I'm stay on that. So a little bit range of the time, range of the price is
That
different.
makes sense. And then, so do you kind of like take special orders too? Do you work with people to say, hey, you know, I really would like to have like a Farva hat design. Can you make that? Do you take as a special,
Yeah.
as an artist, do you kind of take on projects like that too?
Yeah, I can do this. If any person have a specific design for himself or
I love it.
herself, or for yeah, I can do this. I have another sample like this. One of my friends just offered me for her husband. Because he was a musician, so he offered me just something different for him, specific for him, and I drawing for him, painting for him, and sent it. And she really enjoy that and like that. Yeah, I can do this.
That's great. I mean, I feel like it's such a perfect gift for a father, for a brother, for a son, for a grandfather. I mean, it's perfect. Like, especially if there's a certain design that somebody has in mind, it becomes so personalized of a gift. It's literally a work of art that can also be worn. So I love that. Beautiful. And I also see in the pictures that, you know, you make very beautiful boxes too, where they come into. So it's very obvious that you put in a lot of thought and time and creativity on everything that has to do with this work of art, including the packaging. Is there anything you want to add on with regards to the packaging that you want to share?
Yes, I just have a package. I designed the package myself, so I have two different designing on my package. So because on the different kind of design, that is geometrical design, or maybe the floral design that I have, that completely different and based inspired from the different designing in my ties. So I have two different design on my box and my package. So yeah, I'm thinking about that and design the two different designing on my package as well.
I can't wait to see these laid out at Azadi Festival and touch and feel. This is going to be great stuff. I'm looking forward to it. Saeideh, I want to kind of transition into asking you more about, for example, when was the last time you were in Iran?
The last time I was in Iran, that was last summer. The 1 year ago, I was there. Before the Mahsa revolution happened, 1 month before that, yeah.
And so now that we're 10 months into the revolution, what are your thoughts about the future of our country?
I'm very hopeful. I'm very positive. I'm pretty sure 100% that everything going well in our country, but it takes times. We have to have a patient, more patient. We have to be stronger than before, and we have to be working on the unity. This is more important for all of us, that to help us to growing and be successful in that could our revolution have a get whatever that we want. You know, that we have a goal, all of us have a goal, and we have to work on that to gain this goal. And I'm pretty sure this is happen. I don't know how long. Hope this soon happen soon, but it's 100% happen.
Absolutely. So when was the last time that you lived in Iran?
When I live, I just 7 years ago.
7 years ago. So how much if for example Iran becomes free in the next few months or next year or two, do you see yourself going back to living in Iran, or have you assimilated back to here to America?
100%. I will be back. 100%. Actually, honestly, during the revolution that happened last year, we're thinking about maybe, we think that we're very positive that things happen right now, and we're thinking, oh, should be fast, and we have to think about the back to Iran.
Yeah.
I really like back to that.
It's very interesting. I mean, most of the people that, you know, are involved with this festival and here at Unite and Conquer, most of us we're born and raised outside of Iran. You know, like in general, Unite and Conquer's mission for me personally has been to unite Iranians that are English speaking, because we are the ones that we don't really speak very good Persian, or we don't read Persian. And, you know, we grew up in a little bit different of the world than, for example, you have, you know. And so I haven't had too many conversations with people like you that are actually thinking about, wow, like there's a chance that we get to go back to Iran, because people like me cannot wait to go visit, but the thought of living there is just not a realistic thing. So it's very interesting to hear your perspective, that this is actually something that you and your family are actively thinking. That's a huge thing to be thinking about, you know, that like, are we now going to go back and live to Iran? Is there anything you want to add to that, as far as like the thought process and the conversation that you're having with your family, as far as, are we going to be living in Iran or America in 2 years, like not knowing this? How is that making you feel?
But I don't know what should say. You mean what did you say? Like, what do you
like for example, is this stressful for you to not know if you're going to be living in America in about a year or two, or there's a possibility of being in Iran or do you not think about it every day? I'm just kind of curious what your thought is.
Actually, I'm not thinking about not living in the U.S. Or maybe if I have a chance to back to Iran, I absolutely go back. But if there is no chance, I can stay here. But I'm not thinking about every day actually. But you know, each part of I think I can think about myself. Each part of my always thinking about Iran because I think some part of me live there, and the other part live here. So I cannot depart these two parts from each other. You know, and it's a little bit complicated to explain. Uh, when I immigrated to the US, I think at the first month, I think, oh, I can leave everything over there and I just start a new life here. But after a while, I think, no, it's not happened. Some part of me always live over there and love there, uh, beside of any complication, beside of any problem that we have in Iran. But some part of us always love that country, always love these people. Yeah, and so we cannot say that
What
we cannot thinking
I
about that.
completely understand. What do you miss most about living in Iran?
Lots of things, but most of the thing is the relation between people. The things that I always said, U.S. is very fantastic, very good country for all the people in all the world. But the something is lost here is the communication and the connection between people. The people in the Iran are very warm, very close to each other. And you don't very positive, and you don't have any cold feeling with the relationship between people. But here everything is clarification, everything is just in a specific position that they have, especially the communication, especially with the people, how connect with each other, how communicate with each other. So a little bit for me, a little bit hard. But the warmest behavior that in Iran people have in Iran, for me, is the most thing that I really lost.
I have a question that might be a little bit tough, okay? But I'm curious what you say. You just mentioned that, you know, people in Iran, they're warm, they're very positive. This is all, everybody has always said that about Iranians: hospitable, kind, warm, loving, welcoming. How is it that a country and the people that have been going through so much hardship for 44 years, living under such a dictatorship, how do you think that they remain so positive, so loving, so kind when they've been living in such a difficult environment? Do you have any idea
Yeah,
how it is?
I can say something to you. You can imagine something. When you imagine when you see the city, that very strong uh, and dense. I forget the specific word. Uh, Smoke or
Pollution?
meh, meh,
Oh, man.
fog,
Uh,
fog,
fog.
fog,
Fog,
fog.
yes.
Yeah, fog under the city. And when you go past the fog, you see the city. The people working, talking, living with each other. The regime in Iran is like this fog. So you cannot see what's going on under the city, what's going on under the city between the people. So because maybe for the people who see Iran from the distance, it is like that. So they see the city under the fog. But when you pass the fog, you see whatever that's completely different.
Wow.
I don't know
That was,
if
that
I
was,
explained.
Saeedeh, that was amazing perspective. I love that. So, but as you know, we're all fighting to remove this fog, this smog, so that the people can, you know, have as much sunshine as you could possibly imagine. What does a free Iran look like to Saeedeh Gilani? Explain to me what a free Iran looks like.
Oh, free Iran to me is the country that you can explain, you can expose whatever you think, and whatever is your mind freely. without any exposure, without any force, and with no fear. So this is the most important thing that I believe that we have in Iran. So most people don't explain themselves because they fear from something that comes from the outside of the people. So I think this is more important. If the free Iran is, for me, is the talking, explain your emotion, your whatever that you have in your side, with no fear, with no pressure, or with no any uh,
Repercussions.
pressure from the outside.
Yeah, of
Yes,
course.
yeah.
So when you do go to Iran again to hopefully live in a free Iran, whether it's in 6 months or 1 year or 2 year, what is the first thing that you're going to do in a free Iran when you're back again to Iran and you're living in Iran?
First thing, what do you mean the first thing?
Like, what do you look forward to? What do you look forward to doing and experiencing when you go back to Iran when it's free?
I think back to Iran, I have my own life, my family over there live the way that I really love that, and the way that I can here, but I cannot live on the Iran right now with this situation. And the first thing that I'm doing is this, and then I just keep going my business, growing that because I know a lot of designers, a lot of artists inside of the Iran. That's a very high potential inside in the Iran. So I try to make a connection and growing my business part in Iran. But the first of all is the family life.
That's
Is
awesome.
more important.
Of course, yeah. Yes, there's nothing without family. So I hope that you get to enjoy Iran and family in a free Iran. And in the meantime, we're getting together on July 3rd at this Azadi Festival so that we can work together to bring Iran the freedom that we're looking forward to. I just want to thank you for being a part of Azadi Festival, and thank you for bringing your incredibly beautiful, luxury, hand-painted ties and couplings to make our event more beautiful. And I have no doubt that people will support your work and enjoy your work, and hopefully everybody will be wearing a Gilani tie around the world.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to see you and see all of the people who participate in the Azadi Festival.
Thank you, Saeideh. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Saeideh Gilani. Thank you for joining us, Saeideh John. And as she logs off on the top right corner, she is going to be an integral part of the program. So I hope you guys enjoy getting to know her. Please go to Gilani Design on Instagram to follow her page and show her some love, and go check out some of her work. She just recently had an interview on Manoto as well. In that one, I'm sure she talks more in depth about her work. And if you have questions or want to have her create a special design tie or cuffling for you to give as a gift to somebody that you care about, that you love, I think that is a very creative and unique piece of art that you can gift. So I'm looking forward to seeing her work in person on July 3rd at the Azadi Festival. If you don't know what Azadi Festival is, on July 3rd, we're uniting the Iranian community and lovers of Iranian culture for a 12-hour program, Unity Through Culture, from 1:11 p.m. to 1:11 a.m. It's a program that's going to be full of art, music, dance, poetry, children's activity, a sonati room that's a very immersive traditional experience. You're going to experience Iranian international food. You're going to have the enjoyment of very delicious, summery, Iranian-inspired drinks, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic. You're going to have chai. You're going to have so many giveaways. You're going to see the best of Iranian culture, from the people to the music to the performances. We have about 40 or so ambassadors that are working day and night, truly day and night, to make this incredible event happen. We have allies, we have vendors like Saeideh John, we have so many different people are bringing in something to this sofre. It's It's a spread that we're creating, and everybody's holding a piece of it. Everybody is, it's like BYOB, and they're bringing their own stuff to make it even better. It's been a beautiful journey so far, and we now officially have 10 more days to go, and we need more ambassadors, we need more allies, we need more sponsors, we need more vendors, we need more people to go to the Azadi Festival merch store and purchase the Azadi Festival branding, and I don't know, just any other ideas to help make it amazing. So thank you all for joining this episode of Awesome People Instagram Live. Tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern, my guest is going to be another ambassador, Pej Ahmadi, also known as Pej the Maniac. He's hilarious. He's a comedian. He's an Iran lover, a freedom lover, and I look forward to speaking to him. Without any further ado, I think it's time to say goodbye. Khuda Hafiz for now. Ba umide Azadi.